Hi guys, when he broke his boyfriend's heart for revenge. Taehyung's POV. Oh shit, what the hell is happening today? Taehyung shouted to himself after breaking another one of the glasses of wine. Today's my bad day. Today morning, when he was coming from his dorm, then a girl stepped her high heels on his bare fingers as he was wearing slides. Then, when he bent down to check his fingers, a bulky boy pushed him to the corner by walking backwards and he dumped his book into the dustbin. And I must say, the wet dustbin. When Taehyung, with his gloves covered hands, finally collected his book from the dustbin, then hence the book was all wet. Hence his assignment is ruined, and when he told the professor in front of his whole class, and I must say today was some campaign, so all students must be present in the college. So all the students laughed at him, and the professor pushed his glasses up and looked at Taehyung and then shouted, Mr. Kim, at least give me a good excuse. They silently sat down and covered his face with his cap. And this is the third wine glass from the morning he had broken, as his parents are not so rich. So after moving to dorm, he had to work part time for the money. Also, his owner, who is normally very friendly, shouted on him today for breaking the glasses. This makes Tete pouts and he carefully collected the glass and threw it into the Taehyung's POV. A lot of assignments, projects, and exams are coming. So much stress on Tete. Poor me, he thought in his mind, doing his work. Well, as handsome as I am, I don't have time to date, and no one, I repeat, no one is my type in the whole college campus. Many girls and some boys confessed, but I very politely refused. Let me tell you a funny incident. So it started when I got my favorite juice in my locker. I mean, I loved that, but I don't want them to think I am accepting their proposal. So I give the drink to my friend Jimin. It happened for a week. Then, the day of the college festival, I have participated in a group performance, and a girl always stares at me during the rehearsals that make Taehyung uncomfortable. But I let her make a move. So, what happened was before our performance was there a rain dance by two boys showing some sexy moves, and don't tell anyone. I found their moves hot. So next we performed a play, and last scene was this girl's. Her name I don't remember. So I slayed my role at the end, as I am such a great actor and was very happy. Then suddenly this girl turned towards me and said, Kim Taehyung, I want to confess my feelings. Even if I know you ignores me, but I will be good. So please be my boyfriend. But I, Tete, stepped back. Like, girl, I prefer boys, and even if you were a boy, you were not my choice at all. Laughed in my mind, thinking that. But that girl steps toward me, so I moved to the backstage hurriedly, and suddenly I heard a loud thud like someone had fallen very badly. When Taehyung turned back, he watched the girl had fallen because she was wearing heels and the stage was wet and slippery with water. And I laughed, literally laughed, seeing her. I am not a sympathetic person. If something funny happens in front of me, then how can I stay silent? So I laughed my head out. poor girl, devil laugh of Taehyung. And this whole accident was recorded by a lot of people and circulated in the whole college before I entered. The next day, headlines was viral girl proposed to handsome Taehyung and failed on her face, got rejected. So after that day, I have never ever seen that girl again. So where was Taehyung? He was working now in the bar. A bunch of boys came for alcohol to him. They started bad talking about some girls in between them, and then their attention shifted to Taehyung, who is serving glasses. One asked, "Hey waiter, are you free for me?" All laughed, seeing his joke. One boy sitting there heard it and clenched his hand on his glass. Taehyung got hurt, like who the hell gave them permission to talk like this? He says, "No, never. You are not at all my type." He gave them their orders. The boy got angry and threw the drink on Taehyung and laughed at him. Suddenly, a punch landed on the boy's face. The nearby person, who is more big than the boys, did this and said in his dark voice, "Apologize to him, pay him, and get out of here." All the cowards friendly ran and the boy said sorry and with trembling hands left the money on the counter. Now Taehyung left towards the washroom to clear his glasses as he can't see. He washed his glasses and heard a sound beside him. "I am Jungkook, and I thought Seoul people were nice, but I even didn't get a thank you." Jungkook laughed, saying this. "Thank you, Jungkook. I was going to say thanks, but I can't see anything. But now I can see your handsome face." Taehyung replied, "Maybe thanks will not do, and if I am handsome, this beauty will want to come for a date with me." Jungkook asked and winked at Taehyung. Taehyung got shocked because a stranger helped him. Also, nice looking stranger, cute baby face, strong and asking for a date. So he recovered his shock and said, "I can accept that offer, but I am a little bit busy nowadays." Jungkook, "And I am Taehyung." Taehyung, "I can wait. Here is my card. Message me, please." Jungkook gave Taehyung his card and said. They accepted the card and said, "I have to go now." Cook let him leave and Taehyung's shift completed. So he went back to his dorm. He skipped dinner today as he was in not mood. He also forgot to look at Jungkook's card. Taehyung's parents called him to come home for weekend as his mother missed him so much, and he also missed homemade food and his mom. So he decided to go. So they went to his house and forgot about Jungkook completely, enjoying and chilling without any work, but also completed his few of assignments in the meantime. On Monday, after college, he was working in his job and his friend Jimin came there as usual and started his blabbering. "Tete, you know, I have seen a handsome man nearby a few times and I think it's fate wanting us to be together," Jimin said. This sparked Tae's interest as he remembered suddenly about Jungkook, aka the handsome protector. He remembered about the card Jungkook have given him and decided to text him today as Tae's free on Wednesday. So, after work, he went to his as usual dining place to eat, the Hunger's Hub. Taehyung loved the food there as it is appetizing, delicious, and very flavorful. He reached there by walking as the place is away from his bar for about 1 kilometer only. He entered and seen some changes in decoration and the vibes. He decided for his regular meal and went to the counter. But nobody is there in his sight. He said, "Hey, is anyone there?" Then suddenly someone who is ducked down stands up and shocked Tete as the person was Jungkook. They smiled and said, "Hi, do you work here, Jungkook?" He asked. "Hey, they. No, I own this place actually. You also forget to text me. Maybe not liking the idea of dating me, I understand," Jungkook replied while shaking his head as his hair is covering his eyes. They liked the nickname Cook gave him, and seeing Jungkook's hand busy, he slowly moved his hand, touched Jungkook's hairs, and tucked them behind his ear while replying, "Oh, you bought this place? I am a regular here." "No, I have not ignored you. I was just a little busy." Jungkook's ears get red after feeling Tae's touch. He asked, "So, what's your order for today, Tae?" Tae placed his order and went to a seat, while Jungkook got busy doing the work. Tae's eyes followed Jungkook's movement. He had seen Jungkook as a cool guy before, but now he looks more like a cute, babyish guy in that apron. "Ah, I think I got a new kink," he thought in his mind. But really, this boy is really something, making me want to grab him there and kiss. Nope, I don't think that. They don't behave like a pervert, he teased himself as his mind is wandering here and there after seeing Jungkook's cute figure, while Jungkook can feel Taehyung staring at him because Tae is so obvious, but he pretends to work, while his fluffy cheeks are becoming more pinkish and pinkish because of Tae's staring. The food gets served to Taehyung, and after finishing it, Tae went for paying. By Jungkook denied it and flirts. "This would be my first treat to my would-be boyfriend. Maybe." Taehyung laughs and said, "I will accept it, Cook. But for that you have to make some time for me on Wednesday." "If this much handsome lad will ask, then how can I deny? I will be free," Jungkook replied, and he loved the nickname given by Taehyung to himself. "I will text you. Good night, Cook," Taehyung said, looking into Jungkook's eyes and exiting the door, all the time walking backwards, not breaking the eye contact with Jungkook. As soon as Taehyung left, Jungkook puts his hand on his chest and said, "Stop beating too much, you stupid heart. You are so whipped for him. So am I." While Taehyung is jumping and dancing while his way back to his dorm because today he thought about Jungkook and he met him today, so it's his lucky day. This is fate, he thought while smiling too much, but he don't know. This smile will fade very quickly and he will be broken way beyond repair. Taeyang had just come out from bathroom, a towel on his head, one hand rubbing his hair dry. He picked up his phone from nightstand and scrolled through it, checking messages. Then he jumped for his bag where he put the card. He checked the bag and finally found it, and it has Jungkook's number. He then saved Jungkook's number as cute Koo, then typed, "Hi, it's me Taehyung," and sended it. In 2 minutes, he got a reply. "Hi Tae, did you enjoy the meal today?" Jungkook asked. "Yes, the meal was delicious, matching the vibes of the restaurant. And may I want to match the vibes with the owner too." Tae flirted. Jungkook read it and covered his face with pillow and blushed. Then he calmed himself down and replied, "Good night, Tae. He is very shy." Taehyung read it and thought the boy must be shy. He imagined the boy with pink cheeks and shy look, then messaged, "Good night, Koo Bunny. Then he finally slept with a happy smile. Today is the day they are meeting for their first date, and Taehyung is nervous as hell. It's his first date. He is wandering here and there, throwing all his clothes on bed, finding the perfect dress, but to his bad luck, no good match he can find in his clothes. Jimin is sitting on the couch and laughing, seeing his friend like that. But then he finally used his fashion brain and made Taehyung wear a perfect t-shirt with black leather jacket and blue jeans. Then now they got some confidence. He thanked Jimin and left for the cafe they decided to meet. They reached early and waiting for Jungkook. In 10 minutes, Jungkook came looking so beautiful. They smiled to him. Koo giggled and sat opposite to Tae. Their date went successful and they loved each other's company. Taehyung's exam came and he got busy. He missed cook as nowadays he don't go but order food online. Koo understands but he is getting bored also and missing Taehyung so much. So he packed some food and made his way to the Taehyung's dormitory. He is all happy and giggling for seeing Tae. He reached the dorm and met his roommate aka Jimin, who informed him about Taehyung at library. Jimin helped him to reach library, but after seeing the scene in front of him made him angry. Tae is sitting and a girl is blushing and talking to him very near, sitting to his seat. Their shoulders are even touching with each other. Jimin coughed and Tae saw Koo in front of him. He smiled, but Jungkook turned and made his way out, leaving the food on the table. He is hurt and angry and crying because of his stupid boyfriend. Taehyung followed, but Jungkook had already ran and started his car. When Tae reached outside, he just saw Jungkook's car leaving in front of him. I went to surprise him. Instead, I got surprised. Haha, sad laugh. Jungkook thought in his mind. Jimin said, "You fucked up, bro." Probably he thought you are cheating on him. Taehyung heard what Jimin had said. He thought to clarify the misunderstanding to Jungkook. Tae's been calling Jungkook and messaging for last 24 hours. His exam today also went bad, but Jungkook's not picking his call, not reply him back on messages. He is tensed and he had cried a lot because he is attached to Jungkook a lot. He decided to go to Jungkook's house. They reached Jungkook's house and he rang the doorbell. Inside, Jungkook is sitting on couch just watching Home Alone movie. He checked the camera and found Taehyung. He ignored and went back to watching movie. He had read Tae's messages and laughed off saying, "So desperate. Poor boy." Jungkook's POV. I, Jungkook, will definitely teach you a lesson, Taehyung. You think you can enjoy your life after hurting my sister? My sister, Jungkook's sister? You are wrong, boy. Yes, Joan Era, my sister. Taehyung rejected her, made fun of her, and because of you, Taehyung, she had to leave her dream college. I will not forgive you. I want revenge. Jungkook smirked, thinking all of these thoughts. While they desperately pressed the doorbell again and again, he knocked the door and shouted, "Koo baby, please, please open the door. Please, let's clear the misunderstanding. I had not cheated on you, baby. Please, talk to me." Taehyung is crying while saying this and requested Jungkook because he knows Jungkook is inside. His core is in the garage and the door is also not locked from outside. So probably Jungkook is inside the house. They know Jungkook is there, but he is angry with him. That's why he is not opening the door. But he will not accept defeat. He will surely convince Jungkook to talk to him. While Jungkook is laughing and giggling in joy, Taehyung's desperation, his crying, his tears. But inside Jungkook's heart, one part is feeling bad for Taehyung. But no, he convinced himself this whole plan was for revenge and no feelings involved. They waited for him for hours to open the door and sat tiredly at front foot of the door. Jungkook just saw him on camera and went to sleep. Next morning, Jimin called Taehyung for his final exam and they went back to dorm tiredly. Jungkook saw him leaving and decided to ruin him more. So he texted Taehyung just before his exam starts. He texted Taehyung, I am going back by train. Goodbye forever. Jungkook returned. When Taehyung read his message, his mind short circuited. His exam is there and his boyfriend is leaving. He made a decision and ran to the train station, leaving his exam, and this can cost him another year in this degree, in this college. But Jungkook is far more important. His boyfriend is more important. When he reached there, he searched like crazy but didn't find Jungkook. And Jungkook saw him and laughed when his train was departed from Seoul station to his hometown, Busan. His parents got to know about his doings and they made him come back to home and tried to tell him that Jungkook had left and he is not coming back. So forget him. This continued for about 1 week. Then Taehyung left his house for searching Jungkook. He went back to his restaurant, the Hunger's Hub, and begged the people there, please tell me Jungkook's address, please. I can't live without him. Seeing his poor state, a worker working there, which is know about Jungkook, told him Jungkook's address. And at night, Taehyung departed for Busan, where Jungkook lived. He had made his mind. His decision is that he is not coming back without Jungkook. Next morning, he reached Busan, booked a taxi to reach Jungkook's home. Reaching there, he entered through the door to a beautiful garden and found a girl watering the flowers. Hi, do you know Jungkook? I want to talk to him. They asked to that girl. Taehyung, how are you here? And do you know my brother? Era asked. Now Taehyung remembered the fallen girl and what? Jungkook is her brother? How? He thought. Yes, Jungkook, he is my boyfriend and he left suddenly. I don't know what to do, Taehyung said and sat down on the chair there with his hands on his head. While Jungkook came outside and got shocked seeing Taehyung there after 1 week. To tell the truth, Jungkook had planned this, but he don't know when he actually falls for Tae. And from last 1 week, he is regretting everything and being alone in the room. Now seeing Tae here, it's like he got a life back. Tae stood up, seeing Koo, and Koo ran to Tae and jumped up to him and hugged him so tightly. They finally breathed and after feeling Jungkook is in his arms and said, I'm sorry baby, she was just a classmate. I love you. He cried out. I know, I know Tae, I know and I'm sorry for everything. Tae, really sorry, it's all my fault. Then Jungkook told Tae everything after taking Tae to his room and made him sit on his bed. Tae heard everything, but he pulled Jungkook towards him. Jungkook landed on his lap. Tae hugged him again and said, I love you, Cook, and you are enough for me. I just want you, please. They had forgiven Jungkook because his love is more stronger than any mistake. Jungkook looked in Tae's eyes. His Bambi eyes are red and swollen due to crying. I love you, Taehyung. I love you so much. Saying this, Jungkook kissed Tae's cheek and hugged him, feeling shy. Taehyung laughed and enjoyed his world again in his arms. The end. Subscribe for more stories. Bye bye, guys. Borahi.